My thoughts on Balloons Battles 2. It's a new game that came out last year on December. What I like about this game is that it has an updated look. The new towers have new upgraded path from the Balloons Tower 6. Medallions were removed and they also got new heroes. The reason I liked medallions removed was because it made the game look more simple, more appealing, as to say. They updated look to the new Balloons Tower 6 look, which looks like this one on the right. The old one is like the classic Balloons Tower 5 look. The classic, as some would say. You upgrade tower paths. Now they have a third power. They kind of just like mixed the new power up. So like enhanced eyesight used to be, I think, with razor sharp shots. Basically, they took one power up, like, let's take this one and make it a new whole other path. Which you can only have two upgrades and three. You can only have like two upgrade paths at once. You can't have like one here, two here, and three here. To get these upgrades, you have to play games to get XP. And also, they like switched up some upgrades to fit the PvP gameplay. Medallions were removed. I was glad that this happened as it made the game less confusing for new players as they were giving a straightforward path. So this is Battles 1. You have all these different medallions things, and this is the Battles 2 button. Just only one button to battle. I like this because in a like general standpoint it made the game less cluster, less confusing per se. And Battles 1 I felt like it was too confusing for new players generally. There are too many options and stuff like that. Although I've been sucking on the game's genitals for a while. This game has problems that honestly should have been fixed before release. They had an open beta of it for like 2 weeks. Honestly, it should have been like a month before the release and then for like a week and then just fix all the problems, but whatever. Glitches. The game released with so many glitches during the matches, such as invisible balloons. I think I'll put a video in the description explaining that. Tower bugs such as Dartling Gun, Laser Shock stacking, where you only do like one damage, but now it just stacks do more damage. I think also like many like Wizard Tower and Glue Gunner, some upgrades are like iffy. Smurfs, okay, so the problem with the new system is that EXP is so high that people are like needing to farm first. So here, Smurfs are basically high level people fighting lower level people with their accounts. The progression also has something to do with this. With the new game having gone away with medallions, they added a linear trophy system, adding 9 arenas to the battle. The problem with progression, there is no incentive to progress in the arenas. At least with medallions, you play to get more medallions to buy tower upgrades. I say this because unless if you're like want to be those people that say, okay, I'm gonna get the Hall of Masters, which is 100 trophies, and then after that they don't count your trophies no more. There's literally like no other rewards you get other than maybe like the EXP you gain. What can be done? The game is still young and was released in December last month, so it will gain back its players who left in the beginning weeks due to many problems. Most important things I think they should fix is the first thing to fix the bugs in the game. Tower interactions and upgrades need to be fixed first so that the balances can be done in place. There's no point of adding balances if glue gunner hits the farthest balloon or its glue doesn't work and stuff like that. Visual glitches like invisible balloons and terror attack animations, such as Druid sometimes not attacking when they upgrade to like the lightning effects. Getting this fixed first is critical for the game to be proper state and fixing itself properly. Progression and Smurfs. Progression and Smurfs can be fixed in two ways in my opinion. Option 1, we work the XP needed to get tower upgrades. The XP in this game is directed by how many money you spend on the tower in that game. The problem is that XP is gained in such small amounts compared to how much it costs to buy the upgrade. So let me explain. When you get into the game, towers cost money, like 400 coins to place down. The amount of money you spend on a tower, so say you place down a monkey, you upgrade it and stuff like that. The more money you spend on a tower, the more XP you gain. The problem is that the amount of XP you gain, it's so minimal that compared to how much it costs, that it takes hours to complete. I propose lowering the amount of XP needed for upgrades and increase the XP gain in matches. The game has implemented a permanent boost in different arenas, but this is a negligible boost that does not offset the time needed to gain XP. So when they added this wasn't at launch. I think it was a week after, 2 weeks after the game launched that they added this XP to the arenas, passing the yellow stadium. I think that this is not enough as it still takes a while to gain tier 5s upgrades and stuff like that. So I say just lower the EXP amount and maybe add boost. Don't just stop at 15. Just stop at 15% and add like 1% after that for each after three win streak or something like that. It's obviously bad as many players are not having fun spending hours a day to the farm XP with towers that are not to their full potential, limiting the fun new players each can have when they start to play the game. Option 2. Change the way EXP is gained. Instead of getting EXP from the amount of money you spend in the tower, change it to how many pops the tower at the end can match. This I stole from when I was younger. I used to play Balloons Tower 5 hacked, and I will notice that you get EXP. The tower say EXP bar will go up as they pop more balloons, so this will be good. This rewards the players for their time when they go into long late day matches. Also, this can stop many early game farmers who might surrender at early stages of the match. So this was a problem, I think it still is, that people would place down their towers and just surrender. So that they can like quickly go through matches, quickly get XP. I say this is a good, okayish option to reward late game players, as I personally seen streams where they'll go to like sudden death and they'll end up in a draw and they'll get like I think 1,200, 1,300 XP for each tower, which I think it's a little on the low side compared to the time they spent on the match. In conclusion, Battles 2 is a at best an average game with room to grow into having a long-lasting stay like its predecessor.